Are you a Florida agent right now wondering where your next deal is going to come from? Grinding your sphere, calling expireds, fighting over the same listings as every other agent in your zip code. What if I told you there's a group of buyers spending $10.4 billion a year in Florida real estate? Yes, billion with a B. And 60% of them are paying all cash. And most agents aren't even trying to get in front of them. I'm talking about the international buyers. And if you're not paying attention to this, you're leaving stupid money on the table. And let me show you exactly what's going on and how to get your piece of the pie. So the Florida Realtors Association just dropped their 2025 International Buyer Report, and the numbers blew me away. International purchases jumped 34% in 1 year. 16,400 homes sold to international buyers. I say that again, 16,400. The dollar value went from 7.1 billion to 10.4 billion. That's a substantial jump. And here's the part that should make you sit up straight. 60% of those buyers paid all cash. Not finance, not FHA, cash money. You know what that means, right? Faster closings, no appraisal headaches, no deals falling apart because the lender got cold feet. Clean money, clean transactions. So who are these people? Here's the top 5 countries, and write this down. Canada, my home and native land. That's right, Canada. Number 1, by a mile, 18% of all international buyers, 1.9 billion in purchases, up to 52% from last year. Snowbirds aren't slowing down, they're speeding up, despite the value of the Canadian dollar. Colombia, this is a big surprise. They went from 307 million to 925 million in 1 year. The numbers tripled. So if you speak Spanish, your ears should be ringing right now. Brazil. So brush up on your Portuguese. They bought $762 million worth of real estate in 2025. Still a powerhouse. And it dropped from second to third for the first time in years, but still spending heavily. Next is Argentina with 627 million. Another Spanish-speaking market growing fast. Mexico with 489 million, back in the top 5 after being gone from last year. 3 of the top 5 are Spanish-speaking countries. So if you're bilingual, especially speaking Spanish, you're sitting on a gold mine. And you might not even realize it though. Believe it or not, 44% of agents working with international buyers speak a second language. That's not a coincidence, that's an advantage. Now, I know what you're thinking, Dave, well, that's all Miami money. Doesn't help me. Wrong. Please, spare me the friggin' sad stories. Yeah, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach takes 45%. That's real, but let's look at the rest. Orlando, Kissimmee, Sanford, my market is 13%. Cape Coral, Fort Myers, 8%. Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater, 7%. Naples, Marco Island, 6%. Sarasota, Bradenton, 4%. Add all that up, that's 38% of all international business happening outside of South Florida. If you're anywhere in South Florida like I am, the Gulf Coast, the southwest of Florida, these buyers are already in your backyard. The question is, are you the agent that they will find when they start looking? 58% bought single family homes, not condos. I'm talking houses. Rising condo fees and insurance costs are scaring buyers off, and I don't blame them. 70% of agents said at least one international client walked away from a deal because of price. So if you got good single family inventory in a good market, you're exactly what these buyers are looking for. 68% plan to use the property for a vacation, a rental income, or both. They're not relocating. They're just buying a lifestyle and a cash flowing asset. Florida sun plus rental income, that's a pitch. Basically sells itself. And 90% visited Florida at least once before buying. So they come down or they come up, they fall in love, and they want to buy. All they need is an agent. And here's the stat that matters the most. 65% found their agent through personal referrals, business contacts, or they were former clients. That tells you everything you know how to win in this business. It's not about running ads overseas. It's about being so good that one international client sends you 3 more. And I know that from personal experience. So what do you need to actually do? If you speak a second language, Put it everywhere. On your business card, on YouTube, on Google, on social media. Create content in that language. So when a Colombian family is searching for a Florida agent, you want to be the one they find. Build relationships with immigration attorneys, relocation companies, international mortgage brokers, CPAs who work with foreign nationals. These people are already talking to future clients every single time. Become their referral and make content specifically for international buyers, like how do I buy a vacation home in Florida as a foreign national? Best neighborhoods in Orlando for Canadian snowbirds, or best areas along the coast for Canadian snowbirds because they love the sand and they love the ocean. What actually does it cost to own a property in Cape Coral? Well, that's content that needs to be found. It needs to be found by search engines, by AI, and by real people with real money looking for a real agent, such as yourself. Whether your next listing appointment is with a Canadian couple or a family down the street, you need to show up ready to close. And that's why I put together a pre-listing checklist, the exact process I use before every appointment. Links in the description. It's free. Use it every single time. The full breakdown of my pre-listing checklist, click the video on the screen right now. $10.4 billion is pouring into Florida from international buyers. Only question is whether any of it ends up in your pocket. And if it's not worth doing for 10 years, then it's not worth doing for a day. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, go make that money.